All right, now we're going to begin. Before we begin, let's wash our hands. First, I'm going to begin by performing gross range of motion and manual muscle testing on the lower quadrant. Bring your hip up for me. Bring it down. Meet my hand. All right, hold. Good. Same thing on this side. Bring it up. Bring it down. Meet my hand. Hold. Good. All right, we're going to stand your hip now. You bring hold position for me. Hold position for me. Hold position. All right, good. Now I want you to bring your right shin to your left, your right heel to your left shin. All right. Hold this position. All right. Left shin, left heel to the right shin. Hold this position. All right, good. Now I want you to spread your legs for me. All right, hold this position. All right, good. Bring them together. All right, hold this position. All right, good. All right, now we're going to do your knee flexion. Extend your leg for me. Bring it back down. All right, hold this position. Get underneath your leg here. Hold. Okay. Extend this leg. All right, bring it right down. All right. Hold this position.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a gross.
Bring your leg out with me.
The muscles of your
Right,
lower
slightly
abdomen.
flex it.
Slightly get
Hold
further,
this
and then you
position.
bring this leg up as far as you can. Okay, now put it down. My hand.
Extend this leg for me.
Push it out, so don't move it.
Slightly flex it. Hold it.
Okay. Now can you bring this leg all the way up?
Yep.
All right, put it down. Now bring it up.
All right. Now I want you to bring your pinky toe out for me, like that. Keep that hip down.
Put one
So
hand
bring that.
underneath. I'm
Bring it
going
right.
to pull up and I'm going to do a
All right,
turn
stop right
this
there for me.
way.
All right, hold.
And this other one.
All right. Bring your pinky toe out for me. You're good. Keep the hip down. All right, hold this position.
Now spread your legs. Okay. I'm going to push them
Is that
together.
good?
Don't want them to move them.
Bring your big toe to the sky.
All right, can you put your knees together?
Bring it to the sky like this. Yeah.
Don't
All
move
right.
them.
Hold this position for me.
Great. Okay, what we're going to do next, can you
Right.
stick your leg out for me?
Hold this position.
Okay, and can you bend it all the way back? Now hang it, palm down to neutral. I'm going to try to pull it out. Don't move that.
Very good. All right, now we're gonna
All right, you can stick this leg out for me.
bring your
Now bend it slightly.
toes to the sky.
All right,
All right,
I'm
good.
gonna
Hold
push
position.
you to not let it move.
All right,
So now
hold
grip it, like,
position.
stick it all the way out. Now push it all the way back in.
All right. Press the gas
Hang
pedal.
it neutral.
There you go. Hold position.
Don't let me move it. Okay, now can you stick the leg all the way out?
All right.
Bend it slightly.
Hold position.
Don't let me move it.
All right, sir. Want to take your socks off now? Is that all right with you?
Can you hold your toes up to the sky? Now put them all the way down.
Good.
Alright, I'm gonna try to
Good,
pull
good.
them out, don't let me move them.
Now if you can flex your toes for me, scrunch them up. All right. Hold position.
Alright, can you point your toes up to the sky again? I'm gonna try to push them down, don't let me move them.
Very good. All right, can you bring your toes to the sky? All right. Hold position.
Alright, can you,
All right. Now can you spread your toes apart like this?
just done it.
Yeah, why didn't
All right.
you?
Hold.
Cause then you did something, it confused me.
I went like this.
Yeah, and then I got it, and I didn't know what you did, I thought you were telling me to do inversion. I did again, I told you went like that.
All right. Thank you. I am fixing a mistake that was in the prior section. Hold this position.
Can you bend your leg all the way back? And I'll stick it out.
Very good. Same thing with this.
Bend it slightly.
Bring solo.
I'm gonna
Hold
get some pressure,
position.
don't let me move them. Okay.
All right.
Now can you
Bring your
push
pinky to
knees
the sky.
back to normal?
All right.
I'm gonna pull.
Hold to this position.
Alright, now can you stick
Good.
this leg all the way out?
Hold this
And I'll bring
position.
it all the way back. I'll let it just hang it normal. I'm gonna
Very
pull.
good. All right, we're gonna do your passive hip flexion. All right, so I'm gonna first find your greater stroke answer. Right, there we are. All right, my fulcrum goes there. My proximal arm goes up the midline of the trunk. My distal arm goes in line with the lateral epicondyle of the femur. All right, you start in 0, so you're good. All right, now I'm gonna passively flex you. All right, now I'm gonna readjust my measurements here. Alright. There we go. He's at 100. 104. Hip extension, active hip extension. So fulcrum goes on greater trochanter, proximal arm goes along midline of trunk, distal arm goes along femur towards the lateral epicondyle. Alright, find his greater trochanter first. Good, we started right on it. That's such luck or skill. Alright. He starts in about a bit of flexion. About 6 degrees to be safe. Alright, sir. We're gonna extend your hip now while keeping your pelvis down. Alright. 28. Alright. So next we're gonna do ankle dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. Our landmarks for both of these is fulcrum's gonna be at the lateral malleolus. We're gonna go with the proximal arm of the goniometer towards the fibular head, which my thumb is on right now, and the distal arm is gonna be towards the base of the fifth, parallel to that. And we're gonna cut that.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Okay. Next, we're gonna find our ankle active dorsiflexion. So we're gonna have our knee at 90. We're gonna have our neutral foot for this one. We're gonna have the fulcrum at the lateral malleolus, the proximal head going towards the fibular head, and the distal arm parallel to the base of the fifth. Right. Neutral foot for me. Alright. Can you dorsiflex, please? Alright.
He was at 16 degrees of dorsiflexion.
Passive plantar flexion. The fulcrum is the same as lateral malleolus. They have proximal arm towards the fibular head and the distal arm towards parallel to the base of the fifth. Get the foot in a neutral position. Right. I'm gonna passively plantar flex him. Alright, let me adjust this. See that?
He was at 35 degrees of passive range of motion.
Right. 35 degrees. Alright, sir. I'm going to test your sartorius muscle. So we're going to flex your hip, flex your knee, and bring your leg in like this, like you're checking for gum on your shoe.
Checking for gum.
Alright? So I'm going to press down, and I want you to hold this position. Alright?
Yep.
Alright, good. That's it. Now we're going to test your knee extension. So your quadriceps. So I want you to bring your leg out, fully extend it. Alright, give me a slight bend to it. Alright, add some pressure, hold this position. Okay, now we're going to test your hip flexion. So I want you to bring your
This
leg
manual
out.
muscle test is testing for hip flexion by using the
We're gonna
iliopsoas.
now have you lay down, and we're going to get you in a gravity eliminated position, and see if you can do it that way.
Lay down on my back.
Lay down on your side, lay down on your right side, please. Alright, hold your leg here. I want you to bring your knee to your chest. Alright. Alright, good.
This is a straight leg raise. Patient must be in supine, maintain knee in full extension while flexing the hip up until tension is felt in the posterior thigh, or further motion would cause the knee to flex. Pelvic tilt, or there's pain beyond tolerance. Paulo is negative, which means he does not need goniometric measurement because due to visual inspection, he passes.
Now we're doing the Eli test, which is testing your rectus femoris. We're going to flex your leg, and we're looking for a hip hike or pelvic rotation. We ideally want to be past 90 degrees. And if he's not past 90 degrees, we'll use a goniometer to measure. So raise, raise, raise. Right, he's past 90 degrees. He is negative.
Follow Henriques videos.